Hi, in this video I'm going to show you two useful features of the Haathi Carnatic Editor product in the context of creating notation documents for Krithis. One of the key aspects for the structure of a Krithi is the fact that there are a lot of Sangatis, and oftentimes two consecutive Sangatis are similar to each other except for some minor differences that may only last a few beats. So let's see how do we take care of this notation exercise of notating these Krithis easier. So let's take Tyagaraja's Kriti Palukokanta and Navarasa Kannada for example. As you can see, I have already typed up most of the first Sangati in the Pallavi. The second Sangati's notation is going to be very similar to the first Sangati's notation, and so we can use this duplicate button over here to simply copy the first Sangati's notation and repeat it once, and then we can just make the corrections wherever we need to make it. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, and as soon as I click the duplicate button, you can see that this Sangati has been duplicated. I'm going to go ahead and insert a blank line and then move this section between the blank line, change this from 1 to 2, finish off the first line in the Sangati. It continues to go for the first 6 beats. So okay, so right there. And now I'm going to just go ahead and make the changes wherever I need to make them to make this the second Sangati. And there's only few minor changes. So instead of Sani Dama over here, it's going to be Pari Risani. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the change. And that right there is what the second uh, portion of the notation document would look like, and this the Sangati still continues on the third in the third one. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this one again, and I'm going to call that 3, insert a blank line, move this section below the blank line, and now I'm just going to go ahead and continue to make the changes so that the third Sangati is captured in the notation. So here instead of Mapa Pa, it's going to be Mapa Sa. And and here instead of Riri Sani, it is going to be Gaga Sani. So instead of Pa Riri Sani, it's going to be Pa Ga Ga Ri. Ni. Like that. And so this is one of the features in the product, that it's easy to just copy an existing Sangati and then just make the tweaks where you need to make the tweaks. One of the other features in the product is that you can go ahead and visually distinguish how two Sangatis are different if you want to, by just applying color to those cells. So for example, let's say you wanted to make all the differences between two Sangatis to be visually shown in a different color. I can go ahead and just choose, let's say I'm just going to choose this green color text over here, and I'm going to go ahead and just mark the differences between the two Sangatis in green. And you'll see that when you look at the notation document in the print preview mode, how that gives you a very immediate visual cue as to what is different between two Sangatis. So between these two sangatis, the notes that are different, they've already been highlighted over here. And between the second sangati and the third sangati, this sa is different. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that in a different color. And these notes here are different as well. So let me go ahead and do this. In this version of the software, as you see it right now, we only have to change the color on a per cell basis, one cell at a time. Pretty soon, in the next version of the software, you will see that you can actually select a range of cells and apply the coloring to a range of cells, which would be a lot more intuitive way of doing this. But we wanted to get version 1 of this out there in the market so we can start getting feedback from customers on other features they would like to see in this product. So I have highlighted some of the new notes that are part of this Sangati, and I'm also going to have a few more left to do here. And one more. So now if I go ahead and actually look at this document in print preview mode, you can see that there is a very visual indication of what is different between two Sangatis. So as you're reading this, and most people have now color printers in the house, if you print this out in color, when you're learning this or your student is learning this, they get a very immediate and visual indication of what is different in this Sangati versus the previous Sangati, and that'll help them retain this information longer because they're getting a visual memory aspect to it, and it'll also help them learn faster because they're not spending their time trying to figure out from by reading the notation document what is different between the two. And hopefully the fact that they're going to be able to more visually see and retain what the differences between the Sangatis are means that they will sing these Sangatis correctly and correctly sooner as part of their practice and learning. So that's another overview of a feature in the product. There will be other videos explaining other features of the product. Please feel free to look at the other videos as well to learn more about the Haathi Carnatic Editor application. If you want to learn more, you can always visit our website, or if you want to buy the product, just visit our website, haathisoftware.com, www.haathisoftware.com. So www.haathisoftware.com. Thank you.